Hello students, so today we'll go for the next concept, that is the IR spectroscopy, okay, for the ligand DMSO, okay, dimethyl sulfoxide. And this was first observed by the researcher, that is Cotton, okay, in et al. Cotton et al. He was the first to see the IR spectra of the sulfoxide complexes, and complexes upon coordination, okay, whether through oxygen or sulfur, what will happen, okay. And if you see the electronic structure of the sulfoxides, so we can write in this way, okay, sulfoxide R, and if you take here oxygen minus this way, or the resonance structure can also be written as SuO and here R, okay. So 2 on sulfur and 1 2 3 4, okay. So you can take it as 1 and 2 here, like this, where if I take it as CH3, so it becomes sulfoxide, dimethyl sulfoxide, or DMSO. So this is what, okay. Now this is how we can represent the two structure of the sulfoxide. Now the coordination, if the coordination occurs through the oxygen here, the coordination, if it occurs to oxygen here, the contribution of this is important here. The second structure, what is that? The contribution of the structure 5, and it will decrease, okay. If it is coordinating to the oxygen, then the contribution of this structure, so if what you are seeing here, so that will decrease, okay, will decrease, and it results in decrease in the vibration frequency of S double bond O. And if the coordination occurs through sulfur, if it is occurs to sulfur coordination, then we can see that this structure, okay, the first structure, what is there, okay, this will decrease, and that may result in increase in the vibration frequency of the S double bond O, okay. And it has been also concluded that the coordination occurs through oxygen in cobalt, this complex. It has been concluded cobalt DMSO 6 times plus 2, okay, cobalt DMSO 6 times plus 2 in this complex. It was observed that the coordination takes place through oxygen here, okay, takes place to oxygen ion, okay. So this is what, and why, how it has been concluded, because the frequency of C double bond O of this ion absorbs at 1100 to 1055 per centimeter, okay. So ions, the vibration of S double bond O is observed at this frequency, C double bond S double bond O, frequency of S double bond O of this ion absorbs at this, okay. And if you see the complex of PdCl2, palladium Cl2, okay, if you see the observe palladium Cl2 DMSO twice, if you see this complex, and palladium platinum Cl2 DMSO twice, palladium and platinum, if you see this complex is here, the coordination is occurring through sulfur. So here the coordination is occurring to sulfur, like here it is in oxygen, so here it is in sulfur here in the palladium and platinum, okay. Since these vibrations, since the S double bond O vibrations of these compounds is observed at 1157 to 1116 per centimeter, okay, 1116 per centimeter, 1157 to 1116 per centimeter, higher than that the value of free ligand, okay. Higher, this is higher than that of the free ligand. So this is what. So if you see the other ions like manganese, iron, okay, if you see other ions like manganese 2, iron, okay, iron 2 or maybe 3, okay, then nickel 2, copper 2, zinc 2, and even cadmium 2, zinc 2 and even cadmium 2, if you see, then the coordination is through oxygen, okay. So here the coordination will be through oxygen, the coordination will be through oxygen in this way, okay. And why? Because the DMSO complexes of these metals exhibit DMSO complex of these metal exhibit, you can see uh, vibration of S double bond O between 960 and 910, between 960 and 910 per centimeter. Okay, so which was previously assigned for the not a metal sensitive, so which is not a metal sensitive, and assigned usually for the frequency, rocking frequency of CH3. Okay, assigned frequency for the rocking frequency of the CH3. So this is what we can say that, and further some of the mixed complexes of DMSO, some was studied. Mixed complexes of the DMSO was studied by Wayland, WAYLAND, Wayland. Okay, and the first example of this mixed complex was studied on palladium. Okay, palladium DMSO 4 times, palladium DMSO 4 times plus 2, palladium plus 2 ion. So these exhibits two sulfur bonded. So this complex palladium DMSO 4 times plus 2 mixed DMSO complex. So it exhibits sulfur bonded, sulfur S double bond O at 1150 and 1140 per centimeter, 1150 and 1140 per centimeter, and two oxygen bonded, and two oxygen bonded, yes, with the frequency that 920 and 905 per centimeter, 920 and 905 per centimeter. Okay, so IR spectrum thus is the most consistent with this such type of configurations in which two sulfur bonded and two oxygen bonded DMSO are in cis position. Okay, so even NMR also spectra of this suggest the same thing here. So we can conclude these structural aspects here. Change in one X-ray analysis also shows some of the arrangements of the halides atoms, Cl atoms, whether they are in cis position, okay, and other geometries. So like this. So your IR spectra show that all these DMSO ligands in ruthenium 3 complex. So ruthenium, so if you see this ruthenium DMSO, okay, ruthenium complex, another complex, if you see here, tri-Cl3, okay, so if you see the another complex of the ruthenium, DMSO tri-Cl3 are oxygen bonded, while they are oxygen bonded, okay, they are oxygen bonded, while the oxygen and sulfur bonded ligands are mixed in rhodium, osmium and rhodium. So if you go for ruthenium, osmium and rhodium, so here both mix in osmium and rhodium, we can see both mixed sulfur and oxygen bonded. Okay, sulfur and oxygen bonded here. Now if we go for some of the compounds here, so DMSO compound, so if we go for some of the compound here, and the frequency of this sulfoxide S double bond O and the bonding nature. Okay, if we go for this one, so if you see for tin DMSO first compound, tin DMSO compound twice Cl4, one of the octahedral compounds, you will see that nu of sulfoxide frequency is shown at 1.5, and the bonding is through oxygen. The donor atom is here oxygen. Okay, and if you see chromium DMSO 6 times perchlorate ClO4 thrice. Okay, chromium DMSO 6 times perchlorate ions ClO4 thrice here, and here 928. So the sulfoxide here frequency is 928 here, and this is also going to bond with the oxygen. The bond on atom is here oxygen. Okay, then like this, if you see nickel also, nickel DMSO 6 times again perchlorate ClO4 ion twice. Okay, so this is 955 per centimeter, is oxygen at 955 per centimeter. Again it is going to bond with the oxygen. Similarly, some of the complexes like if you see ruthenium, okay, ruthenium complex with amine complex 5 times DMSO, ruthenium pentamine DMSO complex, okay, ruthenium pentamine DMSO complex with phosphorus hexafluoride PF6 as an ion twice. So it is we are showing 1455 per centimeter, 1455 per centimeter, and this is going to bond with sulfur here. So this is what, okay. So even if you see this trans palladium, you see the trans, okay, trans palladium complex trans palladium, DMSO twice Cl2, DMSO twice Cl2. If you see this complex, trans palladium DMSO twice Cl2 complex, so if you see the vibration here, so it is 1116 per centimeter, and it is also going to bond with sulfur. Is it right? So like this, so this bonding is very much important. So different complexes with DMSO has a different frequency here, IR frequency, and the bonding also changes whether it is donor atom is acted by the oxygen or the sulfur, like this. Okay, cis trans. So this is what here, and if you see one complex here, so ruthenium complex, so ruthenium trichloro Cl, so like this, and this is a trans NH3. So one of this is bonded with sulfur here, and one you can see it is bonded with, like this. See here, so ruthenium is bonded with the oxygen, and here ruthenium is bonded with the sulfur here. So this is what very much important here. Okay, so in this one of the here it's a mer type of isomer here, mer type of isomer. So here what we are observing here, so so oxygen and sulfur bonded DMSO ligands. Here is a mixed form here, DMSO NH3 and Cl3, NH3 and Cl3. The one DMSO that is trans to here, one DMSO here which one DMSO which is trans to NH3. Okay, trans to NH3 here is sulfur bonded. You can see here it is sulfur bonded. Trans to NH3, it is sulfur bonded. And the other DMSO here, you can see the other DMSO which is trans to Cl, which is trans to Cl here. It is bonded with oxygen. So these two DMSO ligands exhibit frequency S double bond O at 1088 per centimeter, 1088 per centimeter and 910 per centimeter, 1088 per centimeter, 910 per centimeter respectively. Okay, so this is how the DMSO, and there are so many research work on this type of complexes, and even in the laboratory are going to prepare one complex of a copper complex of DMS also. So during that you will understand more when you go for IR spectra of that complex. So this is how the DMSO complex helps us. Okay, a complex helps us. Helps us. IR study will helps us to know whether the donor atom is oxygen and or sulfur with respect to the change in the frequency. Okay, in the change in the frequency of change in the frequency of the IR bands. Okay, also we have taken some of the complexes examples also, and how it refers now depending on this resonance structure of the sulfoxides. So whether it is binding to oxygen or sulfur is being detected very nicely of different complexes with the help of what you say IR spectroscopy. Even NMR and X-ray spectroscopy also do help in getting the nature of this complexes, isomeric nature, cis and trans, so all these things. And IR also stands a very much important application here to know the correct structural elucidation of such coordination complexes. Okay, so hope you understood this next complexes, next IR application as a DMSO taken as a ligand. In the next video we'll go for urea is over, DMSO, pyridine is over. So we will see next amine also is completed. Cyano, cyanato if is there. So we'll try for that also. Thank you very much.